bruh, 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 bruh.
Wow!
I'm moving! I'm moving! Pass it to me!
So I don't know if you guys have ever been injured, an embarrassing injury like you just seen in the video prior. That is one of the worst injuries I think on the basketball field. When you get in the face, it just stinks. Your eyes water up and everything. I've experienced that multiple times. I couldn't even explain to you. But then there's also injuries outside of physical. Maybe sometimes we get hurt internally, or it could be externally too. But like maybe failure, hurt, loss, or pain. These are different things that we can experience, and maybe there's things that we've done to cause those, and maybe sometimes it's even out of our reach. It's something that someone else has done. I don't know if you've ever experienced hurt or pain in your life or loss, but you're going to eventually. It's part of life. Not to be a downer, not to scare you, but as a part of life. And I want to make sure that you're prepared for that when that does happen. Sometimes the pain we experience is because of something that we do, and maybe sometimes the pain we experience is because of something someone else does or causes in our life. Whether it be failing a grade, maybe getting your phone taken away, or not making the team, or something worse in your life. Maybe someone dies, maybe your parents get divorced, maybe you have to move away from your friends, maybe something even traumatic happens in your life. There is going to be pain, and what can we do to be stronger, to be prepared for that? So we're going to discuss a question, and it's really, has life ever gone wrong for you? Has something ever happened and it's hurt you or made you feel like a loss or pain in any kind of way? And we're going to kind of discuss that today. We're going to go ahead and read Genesis 1:31 and 3:17 through 18. Before we talk about what God has to say about life going wrong, we're going to talk about what it looks like for life to go right. So in Genesis 1:31, we're reading the New NIV version. It says, God saw that all he had made, and it was very good. And there was evening, and there was morning, and the sixth day. In the very so we see what was God good. Created everything, and everything was good. And everything God created was good. In the beginning, life was good. There was no conflict. There was no death. But everything changed when Adam and Eve decided to be disobedient, and they decided to eat from the tree. For the first time in humanity, there was death, there was conflict, there was disobedience, and something had gone wrong. Now we're going to go ahead and look at Genesis 13:17. In Genesis 3:17 through 18, God says to Adam, he said, because you listened to your wife and ate the fruit of the tree in which I have commanded you, you must not eat from it. Cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil you will eat food from it in all the days of your life. It will produce thorns and thistles for you, and you will eat the plants of the field. Sometimes sin creates consequences that we can't escape. We make choices in our life that maybe we're not proud of, and we got to realize that it is. It's difficult to do what is good, and it's easy to do what's destructive to our lives, and it's so accessible, and our relationship with God is strained almost because of the things we allow in our lives. The world we live in is honestly broken, and we become a part of it. As long as we live on earth in these bodies, there will be failure. We have a sin nature that's built into us, and that sin nature is what we have to try to escape. That's why we need Jesus. That's why we need God in our lives. That's why we have to have a relationship with Him daily. First Colossians 1:13. Colossians 1:13 says, for he has rescued us from the dominion of darkness and brought us into the kingdom of the Son he loves, in whom we have redemption and forgiveness of sin. The supremacy of the Son of God. The Son is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn over all creation. For in him all things were created, things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or powers or rulers or authorities. All things have been created through him and for him. He is before all things, and in him all things hold together. and he is the head of the body, the church. He is the beginning and the firstborn from among the dead, so that in everything he might have the supremacy. For God was pleased to have all his fullness dwell in him, and through him to reconcile to himself all things, whether things on earth or things in heaven, by making peace through his blood and shed on the cross. Sin has caused so much hurt and pain, but Jesus redeems what's gone wrong. He turns wrong into rights. He exchanges evil for good. He takes back control. He breathes life into the dead and makes old things new. That includes us as well. Jesus came to redeem you and me, but he's also came to redeem all that goes wrong. He's came to redeem pain. He's came to redeem hurt. He has come to take that all away. When we experience pain for any reason, Jesus says, I can redeem that. I can take that, and I can renew that. Jesus will one day redeem the whole world. Jesus can see what is wrong, and he will redeem. That might sound good at all, but what exactly does it mean? Okay, so we're in the middle of our pain and hurt, and how can Jesus help? So the first step to redemption, first of all, is accepting Jesus into your heart. He came to redeem you, but it's a personal choice. You can't be redeemed unless you want to be redeemed, and you have to make that personal choice to accept Christ in your heart. So you can begin the journey of the removal of the pain and hurt, and you can take the things that you're trying to carry on your own and place them on the cross. You can place them at his feet, and he can take the burden for you. It's not a burden for us to carry. It's for him to carry. He has already removed it for us, but we decide to still carry it. We need Jesus to redeem us, but before we do that, we have to ask him to redeem our situation, to redeem us. Jesus can redeem what is wrong, but you need to invite him to the process. You need to ask yourself. If you just expect Jesus to come and just redeem the situation, help the situation, it's not going to work. You have to communicate with him. Even though God is all-knowing, he still needs to hear from you. You are his child, but he wants to hear it from you personally. Will you let him make your faith and your character stronger through the difficulty that you're going through is an overall question that we have to constantly ask ourselves. Will we let Jesus in, even if sometimes it means we have to go through the motion of what is going on in our life? Plenty times in my life, God has brought me out of difficult situations, whether it was hurt from a lost loved one, or even situations in high school where I didn't really know him very well, and I really wanted to push him away. And as much as I did, I in hard moments, I was able to still call to him, even though I hardly believed how real he was, and he was still there for me just because I asked, And there's situations too. Maybe you don't truly know if God is real, and you don't know if he can help you. Just ask. And he'll reveal himself to you in weird ways and in just astonishing ways. And sometimes it just takes that step to ask. It just takes the fact of, I just get on my knees and pray, God, and just say, I can't take this anymore. I can't do it on my own. I need you to do it for me. I need you to take this burden. I need you to take this pain and this hurt and replace it with something new and give me what you've actually designed for me to have in my life. It's easy to let the pain control you, but when you choose to let Jesus in, you let him to redeem your situation, everything changes. Everything is different. And you can, instead of lashing out on people, you could let your pain bring you closer to people who you love. It's kind of the idea like when you lash out on people and you think someone moved the thing that you thought, you put it right here. Later on, you found out that you put it somewhere else, but you're still mad at everybody because you don't want to look like a fool, right? And so you let your pain and hurt, and then you just continue to let that kind of like snowball effect and roll down. And instead, it can bring us closer to the people that we love instead of pulling us apart. Instead of feeling sorry for yourself, you could be thankful for the opportunity that you're going through and the building and the character that God is doing for you. And instead of focusing on the worst case scenario in life, you can focus on what God is doing and what he's going to do through you. And instead of getting angry at God, which is so typical, we like to blame God for everything that's gone wrong, but we don't like to thank him for everything that's gone good. Instead of getting angry at God, you can trust that Jesus is going to redeem you from your hurt and from your pain and from the situation you're in. Instead of just saying, God, why? We can say, hey, God, you know what? I know you have a plan, and I have complete trust that your plan is going to work through. Whether I'm hurting right now, I know you're going to take this and you're going to redeem me. You're going to use this situation for something. I don't know what's causing your hurt today. I don't know what's causing your pain. I don't know how you failed or how life's failed you, but I know that Jesus sees what's gone and what's happening in your life, and he wants to show you what his redeeming power can truly look like. He wants to show you what he can really do for you. If you need Jesus to redeem you because of a sin problem in your life that is causing you hurt and pain over and over again, he can do that. He can be there for you. If you need Jesus to redeem you because of any difficulty in your life, any kind of circumstance, there's no circumstance too big or too small that he does not care about, that he cannot redeem. I know life can be difficult, it can be hard, it can throw a left punch and a right punch right after, and you just have to know that there is no situation, no problem too big that he cannot reach. There is no depth that you can run that he cannot reach. There is no problem, no matter what you're going through. Remember, Jesus can redeem what is wrong. That there's nothing too big for him that you're going through right now that you can not overcome through Jesus Christ. If you need Jesus to redeem something in your life today, and you need his help through something that you're going through, maybe a hurt or pain or a problem or a situation, or maybe it's even sin, or maybe you just need him in your life and you haven't truly accepted him, in the place where you're at right now, close your door, be in your room, and call out to him, ask him for help, and just say, God, I don't know why I'm going through this, I don't know why I feel this way. Or maybe you do know why, and you just tell him, hey, this is the situation. Maybe he knows already, but just tell him, this is the situation, this is what I'm going through, I need your help, I need you to redeem this situation, I need you to help make me stronger. If you do that, if you just pray and call out to him, notice there will be change. You will be more at peace with the situation, if anything. And don't feel like, oh, you know what, things didn't change overnight, Pastor. Things didn't change, and I don't see it change even a week later. There is a process. God is using the process for something, whether it's to make you stronger or to teach you something, and just to trust in the process. To trust God is doing something and allowing things to happen in your life for a reason. Don't get discouraged. Continue to pray. Continue to ask for strength and wisdom. And I just want to bless you guys today. Allow me to pray you guys out. God, I just ask that you take the situation, Lord, in every person's life, Lord, and you allow them to be redeemed through it, God. You allow them to focus on you. We just give you glory. We give you honor. We ask you to touch every single person that comes across this video, Lord, that they can have a chance to be redeemed, and they can have the courage to take a chance on you, to allow them to be their redeemer, Father God. Allow them to let you be their redeemer in any situation they're going through. We thank you so much, and in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment down below. If you guys need prayer, leave a comment down below. Do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. You guys know the deal. It's YouTube. We will be live streaming next week, so be up for that. We have Isaiah teaching next week on our live stream. I'm so excited for that, and I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. We're going to be posting them consecutively. I'm sorry we posted it a little bit later. We had some technical difficulties, but they will be consecutively on Wednesdays. I promise. We're trying our hardest. Everything's a little crazy, so I love you guys. I hope that you guys do well. I hope you guys know that God is moving in your life, and I hope you just see that and allow him to be your redeemer this week. Allow him to redeem something in your life. Thank you so much. All right, guys, we'll see you later. I'll talk to you guys soon. Remember, this is Outbreak Youth, and we're spreading like a wildfire.